All right, we are kicking it off. This is the second world-class matchup of tonight. Rescheduled matches from this past Sunday, and we see the Rochester Renegades taking on the Toronto Six, supposedly Stewie, Mogi, and Wolf, versus the Renegades. Let's see how they do. Kickoff starting now. And I need to actually add a game to the Rochester Renegades already because the Toronto were late to this, and instead of making them forfeit the whole series, one game was agreed upon by both teams, and we will kick it off, getting started early with some pressure out of the Renegades. Shots coming forward. Mogi is up. Nikoi blocks it off. 50-50 in the midfield. Goose left back alone, popping it up. 50-50 from Stewie. Mogi is there, pops it over the last man. Nikoi up, covers the backboard beautifully. Flick out, air dribble across midfield. 50-50 coming in. Rushing back are the Six, able to get the ball out. Tricky, putting it back toward the Six. Demo inbound, missed. Chance from the Toronto, but they do get a goal out of this. Wolf, beautiful job playing cleanup crew, getting it in. Unfortunate start. Nikoi so close to that touch. Oh, it hurts. It hurts to see. All right, surely from now on, we just go and score back, right? 50-50 from Nikoi. 60 boost. 50-50 out of the Dominus. Wolf coming in. Demo on the play from Stewie. Goose is dead. Shot inbound. Save comes out. Tricky to the corner. Nikoi there to follow. Pinch comes out from Goose. Mogi up. Wolf in support. Goose plays the ball. One touch to mid. Tricky pops up high. One-on-one scenario. Pops up. Stewie, great save. Wolf there to follow. Tries for the air dribble, touch out a little high. Nikoi with the double tap off the sidewall toward mid. Stewie with the 50. Tricky plays it up. Mogi is there. Wolf and Mogi combine to get it across mid. Stewie no boost, no shot. Mogi no boost, no shot. Defense holding strong, but looking to be tested by Six, and Stewie unable to put that one in. Goose, a lot of boost. Flick up over Wolf. This is a chance. Shot comes in over the crossbar. Where's our third man? Nikoi is there. 50-50. Wolf pops it out. Pinch out. No threat just yet. Nikoi does really well with this ball. Plays it out. Open net. Shot. But Wolf manages to get back. Pass mid. Not connected. Shot comes out. Nikoi is there. Gets a very awkward save, but it is a save nonetheless. Stewie up the wall. Nikoi on the backboard, takes a control. Mogi's back. Fakes it out for Wolf. Wolf is up, fakes it back for Mogi. Incredible squishy save coming out of Goose. All Toronto players committing here. Flip reset out of Mogi, unable to follow. And Rochester are able to hold this out. But we need to get some offense. We need to get those chances going in. We saw a chance earlier. Came up short. Counterattacks are looking like our best option here, as we've seen Toronto overcommit a few times now, just not able to capitalize just yet. 50-50 in the midfield. No one there to follow. Nikoi just testing shots. Stewie plays it to the side. Mogi is there. Bang up. Tricky is on there for the catch. Opts to pop it up mid. Goose there with a fast beat. Nikoi up. Plays it up toward Goose. Goose looking for demos, looking for physicality. Nikoi left back, last again. Bumped off the play. Goose cuts in. Mogi is there. Bang out. Back to midfield play. Tricky pops it up high. Stewie off the backboard. Awkward touch. Can't really follow it himself. Calls Wolf in. Wolf gets the sidewall double. Pressure's relieved for Toronto. Rochester accidental team bump in the corner here. Plays it safely to the corner, does Goose. Waiting on 50-50 out of Wolf. Tricky backflip flick up mid. Tricky with the shot. Both Toronto players there for the save. Stewie comes away with it. Goose attempted psycho. Not able to get anything on it. Stays backward though. Ceiling pinch out toward net. Mogi is up. Shot opportunity here for McCoy. Pops it up high. Bounce shot not hard enough. Not threatening enough. Stewie 50-50 with Tricky. Midfield play definitely ramping up here in this latter half. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. 50-50's coming out. Demo's coming out. Both teams looking to make one final push, getting one last goal. Who will it be? Goose to the backboard. Turned away. Tricky is there, 50-50. Threatening ball, but Rochester has it covered. Need a goal here. Need it now. 8 seconds left. It hurts to see no goals scored in a game, and it looks like we're going to start the same way we did earlier tonight, as it is played down to the ground. Unfortunate game 1 loss out of the Renegades. Hopefully we can turn it around. Hopefully we can show up and show out. Maybe wake up a little bit more and get a proper game win on the board. But the stat is now a series tied up because of the forfeited game 1 out of Toronto. Series is 1-1. We are going into game 3/game 2. Let's see if the Rochester Renegades can pull it back. Shot coming in early. Mogi low Goose does have the touch. Goose unable to double that. Fakes coming out. Players missing. Goose takes a really good demo in the midfield to relieve pressure. Up for the air dribble. Goes for the flip. Stewie sees it through. Plays the ball. Plays it around. And gets an amazing counterattack going. 1 up. 2 up. 50-50. Out of Nikoi. Saving the Renegades from a terrifying goal that would have been... This would have spelled disaster for them already. You do not want to let your opponents score that early, that quick, that easily. Both Goose and Mogi up for the ball. Both go missing. And that is a Stewie goal. He got this touch ages ago, but Goose and Mogi both thinking that the other is going to hit it, and no one did, and the ball just rolled in. That is unfortunate. That is an unlucky set of circumstances. Mogi plays it quickly. Stewie is up. Stewie goes missing. 50-50 out of Goose. We have numbers here. We need to be quick on it, though. Goose is off the ceiling, unable to get a touch. Fakes it out for Tricky. Shot inbound. 50-50 out of Nikoi. Mogi with the flick, not quite good enough. Tricky with the save. Pre-jump out of Nikoi. Comes up missing. Tricky's there for the save. Shots are starting to rain in for Toronto. This is looking scary. Rochester really need to find their footing here. Wall dashes come out. Anything to stay on this ball. Nikoi looking for a 50. Gets a really good pinch out mid. Stewie is there. No teammate for the Renegades to follow. Goose up high. Plays it over 1. No one up yet. Tricky is there. Pops it up high. Mogi with the sidewall redirect. Nikoi using those wall dashes to get back really quickly. Goose pops it up. This is a really good chance. Nikoi with the shot, and it is good. Bang, bang. There we go. Rochester Renegades showing up, showing out. Let's go. Deserved goal for our world-class roster. Off the backboard. Tricky. Shots are coming in. Toronto are not too happy about letting McCoy get that last one. 50-50 missed, and Wolf just is able to tap it in. Oh, it hurts to see. Unfortunate. Goose unable to get back up to it. He needed the double jump there. He tried to save his flip for the 50, but just wasn't even high enough to get contact on the ball. Stewie playing it off kickoff early. Attempted shot. Mechanics are coming out for Rochester. Attempted flip reset corner double from McCoy. Would have been an insane shot out of him, but unable to get it. Stewie plays it around 1. Wolf is up. And I don't know what the Renegades have to do here, but we got to do something. We cannot keep letting them knock at our door. We cannot keep letting them have their way with the ball. And I like that on McCoy. Challenge is finally coming in. Fake from Goose. Beautiful play. Leaves it for Tricky. Unable to find the back of the net, though. (50-50) out of Mogi. Threatening across net. No player there quite for the follow. Shot is wide. Redirect out of Wolf. Nikoi barely gets a touch. Goose barely gets a touch off the crossbar. Amazing saves coming out of the Renegades. But they need some offense here. They really do. They got 1:30 left. They have to lock it down. Tricky bang up, hoping to find a teammate there. No one there. Stewie accidentally touches it back. Tricky up for the touch. Gets it to backboard. Nikoi down. Shot incoming. Shot saved by Stewie. And if that would have been so sweet. We had so many chances there to put that ball in the back of the net and just couldn't get it. Pass mid to Tricky. Shot comes out. Stewie easily turns that one away. It wasn't even on. Pressure is starting to mount for Renegades, though. Double tap inbound. Amazing read out of Mogi. Just plays it up high. Plays it to a threatening spot, though. Able to be played by Tricky toward net. But nothing quite in just yet. Stewie, beautiful control off his backboard, looking for a flip, gets a flip. Wolf takes it out. Goose is up high, 50-50 comes out, pinch mid. Stewie is there, attempts for the sidewall. Mogi cuts it out, gets a nice touch, shot inbound. Tricky's there, but Tricky's just not able to save it. And Wolf scores. Oh, that's unfortunate. Down to 25 seconds. We're gonna need a hero. We're gonna need a miracle. Kickoff strategy employed. Pinching it back to Tricky. His touch is just leaves a little to be desired. Pops it out. McCoy is up, off backboard. Good play, 50-50. Tricky is there. Plays it around one. Here's a chance. Low 50. And it's not even in. No. I mean, even if... Alright, that's embarrassing. Unfortunate flick there. Not quite in out of Wolf. But they get the win nonetheless. Very unfortunate to see. If you were not here, Toronto forfeited game one because they showed up late to the series. The series was supposed to be played a lot earlier. It didn't start until about 22 minutes after the scheduled start time. So Rochester opted to take game one as an FF and continue to play the series. That is how we got here. And now we have seen the Toronto 6 go up, go quickly, win 2 games, and here we see another kickoff goal out of Toronto. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts, I'm not gonna lie. Tried to lose it. The cheater for Toronto just perfectly in place to cut that out before our last man gets it off the 100 boost. Here the kickoff is done a little bit more successfully. Pressure is put on. Toronto do a good job. Only 5 minutes between Rochester getting a 3-1 loss if they aren't able to pull something out here. They need to get something going. And here's a great chance. Overcommit came out, but the ball just wasn't able to be sped up enough out of our half. McCoy unable to get it in a threatening spot. Here, chance comes in, shot comes in. Mogi with a squishy save. Both players trying to roll this in. Goose does get back. 50-50 goes to wall. Tricky there. Goose is pre-jumped. Unable to get a touch. Stewie plays it low. Tricky messes up a wall dash. Allows Wolf to come in. Wolf goes missing. Tricky opts for the 50. It is up. Both Goose and McCoy are there. Ball played high. Wolf control off the backboard. Mogi is up. Mogi is high. Mogi is flying. 50-50 inbound. Shot, not quite there. Goose plays it to the wall. Stewie taking his time, has flip, missed the flip. Both players committing for Rochester. Low boost, but we're safe for now. Ball is played out. Mogi attempted backboard touch. Everyone's awkward, everyone's high. Wolf with the bail. Another opportunity for Rochester, just not quite there. Tricky, simple shot. Wolf is up, plays one touch. Runs out of boost. Nikoi called in. Tricky's up. Pinch mid. Goose there to collect. 100 boost. Pops it high. Just uses all his boost to try and follow. Get a 50. McCoy in the midfield to receive that ball. 2 backward it is. Played out. Goose is there. 50-50. Midfield starting to ramp up. Redirect out of Mogi. McCoy saves. I don't know what adjustments we need to make, but once again, we find ourselves down in a series, down in games, down in goals, and we just need something. We need something. Because that is rough. That isn't a ball that we need to be touching. Very unfortunate miss out of Tricky. Hopefully we stay locked in, go next. 50-50 is coming out. Ball is in our corner. We need it on their side. I'm going to be honest. We need to push out, get a good play, get a good goal, and get back in this, because right now it's looking bad. Goose with a beautiful 50. Pinch out mid, and just no teammate there to follow. All of our chances just going to the wayside. Pinch coming out. Ball moving very fast. Mogi is up off the ceiling, has a flip, uses it to put it on target. Nikoi with the save, Tricky with another. All of Toronto committed pretty hard. And Goose with an insane angle. What is this? Are you kidding me? Hello? And of course we get the best angle to watch it. But like, off the ceiling, triple tap, using the flip? Hello? Hello? What are... I didn't know he was like that. I mean, I knew he was like that, but... I didn't know he was like that. Alright. Getting back in. Pressure mounting. Both players up. Fake from Nikoi. Tricky plays it down. Tied 2-2. I did not see that one coming, so surely they did not. I had an even better view of it. And Stewie unable to get the touch. Tricky slips it in. Beautiful play out of them. And we are so back. We are so back. Tied up. 1 minute remaining. Must win game for Rochester. Demo coming out from Mogi. Tricky plays it aside. Takes the ball. Demo comes out. Physicality ramping up for Toronto. Flip reset out of Goose. He fakes it. Goes for another. Causing all of Toronto to panic on the goal line. Here's an opportunity. Ball rolls down. Super close. Pinch comes out from Mogi. Easily dealt with by Goose. Takes the ball. Misses it. 50-50. Coming out. Pinch from Rochester onto the Toronto side. Mogi is up high. Has control. Has an air dribble. Nikoi, beautiful challenge to cut that out. Stewie is up. Stewie goes missing. Mogi just playing interference here. Gets in Tricky's way. Tricky. Bump on Wolf. Goose is up. Going for the Doomsy dish. Unable to get it. Passing play comes out. Wolf pops it high. Unable to really follow this. Awkward ball. Mogi with the backflip. Huge scoring chance here. Ball is rolling mid. Mogi does get back to it though. Goose plays it into the corner. Attempts for the wall dash. Is unable to get it. And that ball is down and we have overtime. Must win for Rochester or we were going to be sent home. Goose grabs the back boost. All players boost it up, ready to go. Nikoi cuts out the pass. Tricky cuts out the shot. Goose is up, has flip, uses it. 50-50 comes out. Stewie goes missing. Open net here. Nikoi just has to roll it in, and he does. Rochester Renegades tie up the series. We are headed to a Game 4-5 combo. But it is effectively Game 5. All the marbles on the line. As we see a beautiful Rochester Renegades W. It is time. Everything has prepared us for this moment. Game 5, inbound. We shall see what happens. Players joining up right now. Let's see who will take Game 5. Toronto versus Rochester. Coming right up. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Kickoff comes in. 50-50 out of Goose. Nikoi is there for the follow. Cut out by Mogi. Tricky. Beautiful plays it past one. Stewie opts for the back corner boost. Has enough time to do so. Teammates not quite there yet. Net almost open, but Tricky cuts it out. Barely back in time. Nikoi with boost on left side. Stewie playing across opposite side to a teammate. Mogi gets one. Doesn't get two. Leaves it for Stewie. Goose is up high. Flip reset. Round one. Mogi up. Nikoi 50. And this ball, it's just sort of on the Rochester side, but someone is always behind it. Someone is always there for a 50, blocking out the shot, blocking out the pass. Goose with an incredible burst of speed. Plays it around one. Stewie sitting back. Just waits. Nikoi 50-50. Goose is up. Pinch out. Scoring opportunity here. Tricky is up. Cut out though. Well played by Toronto to keep themselves in this Game 5. Ball is played up. Ball is played down. Nikoi is almost there for the double. Stewie gets a very important demo on Goose here, leaving them with a man advantage for 2 seconds. But the counterattack comes in. A slot almost out of Nikoi. Goose is there for the follow-up, and we take the lead in Game 5. Let's go, Rochester Renegades. Huge play, huge pass. Renegades. Let's go. Alright, we don't have to talk about that play, as I was doing the soundboard, so it didn't happen, right? Surely, because I was alt-tabbed, it didn't count. Unfortunately, Toronto able to get a quick equalizer off kickoff. Let's see what we have in store. Shot comes in off the post, though. 50-50s, played mid. Nikoi just able to get there before Mogi does. Goose there for the follow. Nikoi off the ceiling. Has the pinch, has the flip, shot inbound. Wolf does well, just plays it out. Tricky there. Plays it around one. Bit of time. Rushed by Goose. Shot coming in, Nikoi saving. Wolf is up. Goose tries for the 50, unable to get it. Shot inbound, Nikoi, beautiful save. Pop shot on, Stewie able to get back in time. Stewie misses that touch in the corner. 50-50 comes out. Tricky first to the ball here. Pops it up over one. Stewie is awkward, unable to get the ball. Goose to mid, shot inbound, Tricky scores! Great passing play out of the Renegades. Incredible from the corner. And that gives Rochester the lead. Kickoff goes to Tricky. He pops it a bit high, a bit far. Does able to fake it low. Nikoi is up. Beautiful backboard touch. 50-50 coming out. Stewie with the shot high. Tricky has one to the wall. Gets bumped off the play. Wolf is up. Ceiling reset. Shot down. Pass down. Stewie is there. Goose with the save. Mogi pinches at mid. Goose is still there. Popped high. Nikoi grabbing the back boost. Posturing up for some offense. Has to retreat back though. Incredible backboard touch here. Incredible control out of Nikoi, honestly, to save that play out. Shot inbound from Wolf. Tricky, amazing save. That could have spelled disaster for us. Nikoi takes it to backboard again. You see high-level players like him doing this all the time, where any ball that should be threatening on offense is just perfectly controlled on the backboard. All the pressure is relieved. Tons of time is taken, and the ball is just found to be in a safe place. Nikoi doing a masterful job there. Tricky, 50-50s in the back right. Pinches it out. Wolf not quite ready for that. Pretty high ball coming out. Nikoi ceiling challenge. Plays it down to Stewie. Goose is there for the cutout. Plays it up attempted to hit Tricky. Tricky having to wait for Wolf's touch before being able to go and hit the ball. Stewie is up. Shot in early. Goose is there for the save. Barely off the crossbar. A minute left. This is heating up. Toronto are really looking for this equalizer. Rochester doing a great job so far to just hold them out. Nikoi, amazing speed, able to beat 2. Mogi there in the back though, 100 boost. Goose attempted challenge. Forces Mogi quick. Wolf is up. Tricky cuts out that pass. Goose takes this in the corner. Opts to play it out. Nikoi is there. 50-50. All players on the half. Shot coming out of Tricky. Off the crossbar. Unfortunate. Could have been the nail in the coffin, but we continue. Nikoi faking it. Goes up to wall. Stewie already up for that. Just opting to send it early. Goose, awkward touch mid. Wolf there. Backboard play. Shot almost coming in, but not quite. Stewie offloads it to Wolf. Wolf 100 boost toward the backboard. Goose, beautiful job. Takes out 2 Toronto players and gives time for a low boost Rochester to get at least a few pads. Huge play out. Not quite on target though. 7 seconds. We need the ball to drop. We need it to drop quickly. 2 seconds, 0 seconds. Toronto needing a miracle here. Rochester, all they need to do is play the ball to the ground, and they do. Rochester Renegades with the win. GG's coming out from Toronto. Really well played out of them. But alas, the Renegades come out on top. Absolute thriller of a Game 5. Incredible out of both teams, to be honest. Props to Toronto. Props to the Rochester Renegades. Very good job from both teams. GG's in the chat. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.